Good morning. You probably can't see me. All you could probably see is my headlight, but there's not much I can do about it because it is dark, dark, dark out here. It is 6 a.m. and I have an 18-mile day today, so I'm getting on the trail early. I'm hiking to the Pashubi trailhead, not the Pashubi shelter. And when I get there, I'll be meeting CB, and hopefully she'll already have a nice fire going. It rained and stormed last night so much, and lightning, and then all of a sudden I had a tornado alert go off to seek shelter immediately. So I don't know if any tornadoes ever hit, but man, I was laying there praying for all the other through hikers who are out here on the trail. Hopefully they all got into shelters because of the coming rain. Since I'm trying to make a lot of mileage today, I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of videoing, but I will try and get the Kiamichi crossings for you. With all the rain last night, it got the river level up to about 3.8 now. So, and 5 is the max. And you check the Kiamichi at the Big Cedar gauge for the best information closest to here. Okay, I'm going to put this thing down and get to hiking. Bye. Oklahoma, baby. Okay, bring on the rocks. I'm still on my descent into the Kiamichi Valley. There's something I want to tell you guys about. If you've got the Tim Ernst trail guide, make a note, because he does talk about it in there, that in this area there was a trail redirect. The kicker of it is that it adds 0.8 miles onto the trail that is not reflected in Gut Hook. So when you're figuring for your daily mileage and how long it's going to take you before daylight, keep in mind that in this area right here, you have to add on 0.8 mile. Man, look at this view as I'm hiking. It is so beautiful coming down this. Okay, so it's like 9:45, and I just got my first view of the Kiamichi. Yay! Making good time. I don't know what my mileage is at this point. I haven't looked. I haven't been that interested in looking. So that's kind of cool. Probably as I get further down and start getting tired, I'll be like, how much further do I have? Ow! I've come to the first crossing of the Kiamichi, and I've put my shorts on. I do have knee braces on, so that'll kind of help give me a little bit extra warmth, but once I looked at this, I'm not going to be able to rock hop. So I just got to try and figure out what's the best place to cross. Let's see now. Alright, looks like this is going to be about shin deep. First crossing of many. Squishy, squishy, squishy. Well, I fell in. Was doing that last crossing and I was just almost there. I was trying to find some good footing and I thought I had it, and then my foot slipped and I went forward face first into the water. Luckily, I was able to get back up pretty quick. There were several times I thought I had the save, but then I went down. So, whew. Man, and of course I was already in my fleece, so now my fleece is wet. Once I finish that last crossing, I'm gonna have to get this fleece off and get my down jacket on. But I don't want to have my down jacket on me when I'm crossing, because down, once it gets wet, it doesn't insulate anymore. Luckily, fleece, when it's wet, it will still insulate. I'm going to be hiking like extra hard trying to keep warm. I can't believe that happened. I'm cold. I'm really cold. I can't wait till these are done. But I wrung as much water as I could out of this fleece, and the weather said mostly sunny today. Man, I would love for that sun to start coming out. All part of the adventure. Hi. Head back on trail. So, that last crossing, I couldn't get across right there. So I bushwhacked upstream a little bit. Found a place I could get across, then bushwhacked it back here to the trail. So now I'm back on the trail. Time to press on. That little bushwhack thing kind of got me warmed up a little bit, because up until now I've been shivering. So, but I don't want to stop and get cold again, so I'm going to keep hiking. All right, checking in. It is noon, and I have started climbing Mount Wilton. So, I'm making incredible time. I was motivated to hike really fast because I was really cold. And the faster I hiked, the warmer I felt. So, that was some really good motivation. Like almost 2:30, and I've got 1.3 miles left to go, but I am getting slowed down a lot by a lot of rocky stuff, and I haven't even come to the steep part yet. That's the trail behind me. I got a buddy. So up on Wilton Mountain, I found this bear spray, and then I met a gentleman who's was day hiking up, and he hiked back down with me. But once we opened this thing up, he said he could use it. We realized that whoever brought this giant canister of, this thing weighs probably a good pound. I guess they expected to see a grizzly, but if they had, they would have been in some bad shape, because they left the zip tie on that holds the thing down. Dumb. So now I'm giving it to this gentleman.
I'm very thankful for this. I could actually use this out west, and good, happy travels.
Good morning. All right, we are on our way back to, or over to, Winding Stair Campground, where we're going to meet Rachel and Brian. And last night I camped with CB, who's behind me, and we camped at the Pashubi trailhead, and we're a little bit low on sleep right now. There's a hunter camp about 100 yards away from where we were camping, and this guy had a generator that he ran all night. And it wasn't one of those really nice Honda whisper quiet generators. Oh no. It was about the loudest 1970s generator I think you could possibly find. But we're looking forward to a really pretty hike today. We're going to be crossing the Big Cedar, which is a creek, but it's really wide. And we're going to be crossing, then we're going to be climbing Rough Mountain. And then we're going to be doing Winding Stair Mountain with how many switchbacks?
30.
30 switchbacks. It's a lot of switchbacks. Well, have you ever heard of toiletries before? Most people, it's what you take when you travel, but no. This is a toiletry. You see how funny I am?
Yeah. Handicap toilet. You see how high it is?
I don't know if you can hear Laura, but she said that's a handicap toilet. You can tell by how high it is. Alright, we are at the Big Cedar Crossing. Pretty much all the little creeks empty into this. So when there's been a lot of rain, everything ultimately ends up here, and it's going to get pretty high, and it can get almost impossible to cross. But you can see this is knee high on Laura, and it's been a full day since the storm went through. We just came down from Rough Mountain up there, and now guess what? Here we are, switchback number 1. We're getting ready to climb Winding Stair Mountain. Oh yeah. the top of Winding Stair Mountain, because you know that was at the top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Winding Stair Shelter is at the top of Winding Stair Mountain. We have decided that the key to making it up those switchbacks is get yourself a goo pack and music on, head down, mouth closed because of the spider webs. And Laura has decided that Guns N' Roses is the absolute key. All right, we are now on top of Winding Stair Mountain, and we are sitting in front of the giant cairn. Now, the interesting thing about this cairn is not only is it a weird, interesting cairn, but it's also the site of the old fire lookout tower that used to be located up here on top of Winding Stair Mountain. It was built in 18 or 19 something or other and taken down in 19 something or other. So I'll look it up later, I guess. Anyway, back behind this thing, you can see the old mounts where the lookout tower used to be mounted to the ground. So let's go check it out. All right, so here they are. So they just look like blocks, but this used to be where the tower stood way high up there above the trees. And these were the foundation blocks where the thing was mounted. I'm at Winding Stair Campground now. Hello. And some friends have met us here. And we're having a full-on camp out. Let me show you what they're cooking. Look at this.
Photo bonder.
Yeah. Look at this.
Trail food.
Oh, that is trail food right there. They brought kebabs. They brought moonshine.
Pumpkin pie for the holiday.
And they brought stuff for making a fire, since all the firewood around here is like completely soaked from the storm the other day.
Oh, no. Brian.
And then they're gonna hike with me for the rest of the way. Yes. So all the way to the end. So awesome. These look amazing.
Yay.
Okay, so tomorrow's plan is that we're going to hike like 7 miles to Holson Valley Shelter, and we're going to camp there. Next night, we're going to hike to Rock Garden Shelter. We're doing some shorter days because we have a new backpacker with us, and we want her to really enjoy backpacking and not come back from a trip and be like, oh my God, it was horrible, it was awful. We want her to enjoy it. We want her to love it. So anyway, so yeah, it's 7 miles tomorrow, 7 miles the next day, and then 9 miles out, and then we're done with this thing. Ah, I can't wait. All right, guys, we'll see you in the morning.